Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I hope you got a chance to get a message from me that I was doing this. I know it's last minute, but I really want to start and get this started so that we have the no excuse BS rule of procrastination. So why do that when we can just move forward and enjoy this journey? So what I wanted to do is basically I am starting a software as a service or SaaS using high level. And I wanted to share how I'm going to be approaching setting this up, marketing it, getting it ready, developing it, everything from A to Z. And I wanted to invite you along for the journey. So, with that being said, I'm going to be sharing my screen here and I'm going to get this started. Let me get this back up. Here we go. There we go. All right. So, this is the SaaS journey to a $1 million valuation. Of course, I set a pretty big goal here. We'll see if we can get there within the end of the year. But you're going to have the chance to follow my journey and look over my shoulder live as I start a brand new SaaS business from scratch. So I put together a few slides here just in case you're not familiar with what I'm talking about or how this all works. I want to make sure that everything is crystal clear. All right, so quickly here. So what is SaaS? We're going to talk about that. Why start a SaaS business? What SaaS framework to build on? What is white labeling? How white labeling works? Why white label? What are engines? The engines I've developed so far, engines in development, and in marketing engines, AI big picture. So we're going to talk about that and how this all fits together. And then I'm going to talk just briefly about an affiliate program if you are interested in promoting Marketing Engines AI when it officially launches in February. So quickly, what is SaaS? So SaaS equals software as a service, just in case you didn't know. So software applications accessed over the internet without downloading is the actual definition of this. This is essentially meaning that we've been in this kind of world of SaaS with pretty much everything you use day in and day out on the internet nowadays. This all started with Web 2.0 back in the day. So users subscribe to remote hosted applications accessible through web browsers. So everything is done, again, via the web, through a web browser, via the internet. Nothing is downloaded or installed on your actual computer. So this runs all in what they call the quote unquote cloud, right? So cloud computing like AWS servers or Google Cloud or Microsoft Cloud or whatever cloud servers that a lot of these different software as a services are developed upon. Some examples include Salesforce. This is one of the very first ones out there. ClickFunnels, of course. We have ConvertTree. We have Builderall. We have Kartra. And of course, we have High Level. Some of these are just some simple examples of page builders or funnel builders, or in this case with High Level and Kartra, it's pretty much an all-in-one tool. Some other examples might include some of the email marketing software service providers you may have used in the past, like ActiveCampaign, Aweber, MailChimp, Constant Contact, ConvertKit, etc. There's a whole bunch of those as well. Then there's some other ones now for things like Slack, Discord. There's Monday. There's Evernote. There's just a ton of other types of software as a service that are out there that I'm sure you're using. Even Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, all of that. Now Microsoft has its whole Office suite on the web as well. And then, of course, you are looking at something that also is software as a service right now, which I'm using to broadcast this live to all my social media accounts, right? Which is called StreamYard. So that's another example. So why start a SaaS business? The SaaS market size by Statista.com in 2023, it was valued at $197.3 billion. In 2024, it's projected to be upwards of $232.3 billion. That's a heck of an increase. And of course, by 2030, it's projected to be nearly $1 trillion at $908 billion. And then by 2032, so in just 9 years from now, it's projected to be basically $1 trillion. So the benefits, of course, to SaaS is it generates steady cash flow from recurring revenue. And then SaaS typically gets acquired for an 8 to 12 times its valuation. So if you can get a decent monthly recurring run rate on your SaaS, you can typically expect to build that up pretty quickly to a decent amount. If you can get to $80,000 a month, you're talking about $1 million a year. And if you have a $1 million a year run rate, you're talking about the possible exit of $8 to $12 million. So it's pretty significant, and it's one of the main reasons I wanted to start another SaaS. So what SaaS frameworks to build on? Right. So there's different frameworks that you can actually build from. You can build from scratch, or you can build on something that's been developed. I call this raw framework examples. So these raw framework examples might include something called React. You may not have heard of this. Don't worry. You can always Google it if you want to. Even I don't know some of these frameworks. I just found some of them and I wanted to list them for you so you had some idea of what I'm talking about. Angular is another one, and then Vue is another one. So there's many more probably out there, but these were 3 of the top ones that I had found when searching for raw SaaS frameworks to build some sort of SaaS on, right? But of course, if you did that and you went that route, you'd have to spend a lot of time and energy developing everything there is to develop for your SaaS, right? You'd have to have developers, you would have to have an idea of what you want to build, and you don't want to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. So if you already know there's another type of framework out there it's already been developed on that you can just kind of plug into that already does exactly what you want or what you're thinking about building, then there's no point in starting from a raw framework. You might as well start from a develop framework. And that develop framework might be something like High Level, for example. High Level is a SaaS framework that's already been developed, right? You don't have to start from scratch. You don't have to hire developers. They already have a team of developers that can fully support the High Level framework. And they're constantly adding, updating, and new features every single day, every single month, and all year round. So this is where you might be better off just jumping straight into a develop framework like High Level. Salesforce is another one that is done like this as well. And then there's probably some more out there. I don't have them listed here, but you can do some research if you want to find out about more develop frameworks that you could possibly just plug and play. And when I say plug and play, we're talking about something else. We're talking about white labeling. So what is white labeling? White labeling overview quickly here. White labeling occurs when the manufacturer of an item uses the branding requested by the purchaser or marketer instead of its own, right? If you were talking about white labeling a product that you wanted to sell, let's say on Amazon, maybe it's a set of bowls or spoons or something like this, right? Of course, in the digital world, a white label product is a product or service that produced by one company that other companies rebrand and make it appear as if they had made it itself, right? So in this case, it can be scaled to as many people that want to take advantage of the white label opportunity as possible. The term derives from the image of a white label on the packaging that can be filled in with a different name, right? That's where the whole white label terminology comes from. So just in case you were wondering, that's what it means. So how white labeling works, right? So steps to actually white label, typically you'd pay a fee to essentially license a product or service, right? So whoever the manufacturer is or the developer is of the particular product or service, you would pay usually just a flat fee for either a quantity or a monthly type of subscription. You can then rebrand and resell the product or service as your own. So then you can essentially put that white label over it, put your name, smack your name right on it, and now it's yours, right? And that's how this works. You get to keep all the revenue generated from each and every sale, which is really, really one of the coolest things about it, right? So even if you pay just a small nominal fee per month, which is what High Level offers with their white label program, right? It's $497 a month. Whatever you make above and beyond that is 100% for you to keep. They do not take any percentage of any of the sales. So why white label? The pros to white labeling, it's cost-effective way to start a business. You skip having to spend time on development of a product or service. It saves yourself the stress of developing the product or service, which is really one of the major benefits as well. And it builds your business and credibility much, much faster. You don't have to wait around for everything to get done before you can actually start taking advantage and selling it. Some cons to actually white labeling. There are some cons, believe it or not. There's higher competition. right? So if you have something such as High Level and they offered a white label version, there's a lot of folks that have the same opportunity you do to basically take that opportunity, create their own brand on top of the framework, the High Level framework, and sell it as their own and sell it to different businesses. So it definitely gives you more competition. And then, of course, there's a lack of differentiation, right? So just because you're slapping your own brand on it doesn't mean it's any different than what your competitors might be selling or what High Level sells directly to the consumer themselves, right? So how can you differentiate your business from others? Well, that's what we're going to talk about basically tomorrow. We're going to deep dive into UVP, right? Unique value proposition, and how you can differentiate your version of a white label product or service such as High Level against your competitors and even High Level itself. And then constrained to what the manufacturer or developer does with the product or service, right? That's the other con to this. So you don't have necessarily the flexibility or ability to have much input or say into exactly what is getting done within that particular product or service. Now, one of the benefits to High Level is they do take into account a lot of opinions from both the end users and, of course, any of the white label subscribers, right? So that's huge. That's one of the major benefits to white labeling High Level versus maybe white labeling some other product or service. Plus, right now, the speed at which High Level is actually moving is ridiculous. Like the number of features that they have planned to deploy this year is like 250 or more, as what they had announced at their last summit. So the numbers are absurd, and so the number of features coming out, the things that is capable of already versus what it's going to be capable of in the near future are so great that it's that constraint that you would normally have with a manufacturer developer almost does not exist in this situation. All right, so let's move on. So, of course, my white label version of High Level is going to be branded as Marketing Engines AI. So, what are the engines, right? What does that mean here? So, engines quickly overview, it's basically proprietary systems that have been developed utilizing the assets and automation to produce specific repeatable outcomes. That's kind of a lot of techie jargon, but the bottom line is I've used, my own, I guess, creativity and or expertise and knowledge in marketing to develop these different various engines that you won't find anywhere else. They are 100% proprietary to Marketing Engines AI. If someone does end up finding one of these somewhere else in another white labeled version of High Level, they would have had to steal it from me or license it from me. And at this point, no one's asked to license it. So it'd definitely be a ripoff or a stolen idea, right? So there is what those engines are really all about. They are designed to take advantage of, like I said, the 500 plus features that High Level has to currently has to offer. Plus, again, there's about another 200 or so features that are in the works that are going to be released soon. And of course, that means these engines will continue to evolve as these new features get deployed, where these engines can take advantage of those extra additional features. So engines currently developed, we have these engines that are currently built on High Level framework within Marketing Engines AI. So right now we have the AI appointment booking engine. We have the AI birthday celebration engine. We have the AI automated agency alert engine. We have the AI customer referral engine. We have the AI local sales funnel website engine. We have the AI lead alert engine. We have the AI reputation review engine. We have the AI local newsletter engine. And we also have the AI lead generation engine so far that are complete and ready to be deployed when this officially launches come February 24th, 2024. So engines that are in development beyond that, we have all of these that are going to be coming soon. We have the AI cold prospecting engine. We have the AI email newsletter engine. We have the AI blog post engine, the AI customer reactivation engine, the AI call tracking engine, AI retargeting ad engine, the AI sales funnel engine, the AI viral contest engine, the AI coupon deals engine, and the AI abandoned cart engine. Now, every one of these engines will at some point or another be taking advantage of AI as things develop. That is the goal, so that they can be more or less automated to take advantage of not only what high level has to offer, but of course, what high level is also doing is plugging into different abilities within their own AI stuff and with, like, say, Open AI with ChatGPT and some other AI frameworks as well. So all of that will be put into use as soon as those things are available for each one of these engines. So marketing engines, AI, big picture, right? So what is this going to look like overall? So the idea here is that you're going to end up having this ability to have something called an AI and then insert whatever niche you want there, engine. And so what that means is the idea is to have all these engines working seamlessly together. However, you can use any one of these engines on its own. Each engine can be sold completely separately. Then you can stack or bolt on each engine as you and or your customer client sees fit. Each engine, there's about 19 of them currently. There'll probably be some additional ones in the near future. You could sell them individually if you wanted to for, somewhere between $100 to $500 per month if you so choose. Or you could sell the entire AI niche engine for another fee, let's just say as an example, $1,000 per month to a particular client or customer that could take advantage of this. And each one of these niche engines can be themed for that particular niche, right? So the naming there could be something like AI accountant engine, the AI chiropractic engine, AI dental engine, AI real estate engine, the AI entrepreneur engine, the AI e-commerce engine, eventually, whatever that you want to use and however you want to take advantage of it. And then each of these engines can be used, of course, for yourself within your own business too. You don't have to take these engines and deploy them elsewhere. They can definitely be used in your own business. So quickly, with the affiliate program that's coming soon, and we'll talk more about in the coming days. Quickly here, I just want to explain, it's going to be by application or invitation only. It's going to only be open to the first 100 folks that want to take advantage of this and be a part of this initial launch coming up again. The initial official launch date is February 24th, 2024. The exclusive premium commission rate for the launch itself, right? That will never be available again after the launch. So if you want to take advantage of that and be in on that, that will be something that will be available only to those that are involved from the get-go. And then, of course, I'll have way more details to come on this. I don't want to dive too deep into this because there's a lot of things I need to work out. But the bottom line is that's what is happening with the affiliate program so far. So the SaaS journey to $1 million valuation, right? So day one is getting started. That's today. This is the simple overview I wanted to go over with everybody. Kind of wanted to share where I'm at, what's going on, some of the basics behind what SaaS is, the different frameworks, the white labeling, what is white labeling, make sure everyone's on the same page, why I've chosen high level. And I'm going to speak a little bit more about that here in a minute. Day number 2, again, tomorrow, hopefully it'll be tomorrow. We'll be going live and we'll be talking about your unique value proposition and specifically the unique value proposition that Marketing Engines AI is going to be built on. Day number 3, we'll talk about picking a domain name and how to pick something that will help your business have a memorable domain, right? Something that's easy to remember and also effective for the type of niche or the type of SaaS you're going to be developing. Day number 4, we'll talk about logo design and color scheme. So we'll go in depth with how I designed the Marketing Engines AI logo. I did design that myself. And of course, the color scheme and why I chose black and white. And then day number 5, we'll talk about having a wait list for your launch of your SaaS. And of course, one of the little tips and tricks of the trade is to survey the folks that end up on your wait list, right? So if you're interested in checking out how that works and you want to be a part of this, I highly suggest you go to the URL streaming across the bottom of the page, which is marketingenginesai.com. jump on the wait list, and then you'll see exactly how the whole process works. And then day number 6, we'll talk about sales copy and how to develop your sales copy, what you should have on your sales page initially, specifically to get folks interested in what you have to offer. Day number 7, we'll talk about objection handling and how to what to add and how to add that to your sales copy and your sales page. Day number 8, we'll talk more in depth about the affiliate program and some interesting angles you can take with your affiliate program in order to drive more affiliates to take advantage and join your affiliate program, specifically before a launch or on a launch. Day number 9, we'll go into content marketing and everything you should and what you can do to increase the likelihood that you'll have a successful launch of a SaaS such as this. We're talking about doing short form, long form content. We'll talk about how you should be building up a lot of excitement and hype around your launch, and to drive both folks who are that need to be problem unaware to problem aware to solution aware to your offer aware type of scenarios, as well as driving people into your affiliate program. Day 10 is to be determined yet and to be announced, so I don't know exactly where we'll go from there, but I guarantee you we will, because we have about 25 days between now and launch date. So we'll definitely look at that. And then, of course, day 11, same thing. But the idea is, I think, I don't have the rest of the days on here, I guess. Day 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, et cetera, the 25 are all TBA at this point. But I did want to give you a little heads up of what's happening going forward with this idea of sharing the journey, right? Let's see here. Let me get to the next page. I think it locked up. Hopefully, it's not a big deal. But the bottom line is, if you're still interested in getting on to, let me see if I can pull it up here. If you're interested in getting your own version of High Level as the white label SaaS, then I should be able to bring this up here. Hold on a sec. Let me bring it back up. You can go through my affiliate link. I'll provide that for you here in the chat. Hopefully it'll go out to anyone that is interested. I had a screen grab with it, but that's okay. It's kind of a long, clunky URL anyway at this point, so it doesn't really matter. But here it is. I'll just post it out there for anyone that is out there listening, watching, wants to get access to the white label version and do this journey with me as we go step by step through this process, right? So then you can get any of your questions answered, and I can do my best to share any input and expertise I may have when it comes to doing any of this stuff, when specifically with all the tech involved, right? So unfortunately, I've already taken a few steps beyond where I would normally like to have started this journey. So you'll have to play catch up on your own, or you can send me some questions and I'll be happy to answer them. If you have any questions right now, I'll be happy to answer them for you. But like I said, I already went ahead and I've already signed up and gotten my version of the white label software. I've already purchased and went through the idea of picking my domain, and I've gone ahead and set that up too, where it's pointing to, and it's been added to the white label software. So I have a unique URL to log in, which is, key to having this white label version. And then of course there's the SaaS configurator, which sets up all of your pricing options for your SaaS. The pricing for this particular SaaS, I have not yet determined fully. So that's something that I'll probably do live on one of these calls, as well as we'll come up with a pricing structure for the sales funnel for when this thing goes live and when it launches. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? We're not too far along yet. We have a lot of work to do. I've just started developing the unique value proposition, which I'll be sharing more about tomorrow and how I'm doing that. And then, of course, like I said, I already picked my domain name, but we'll cover some ideas about how to do that, where to get your domain from, setting it up inside of your white label version. I'll walk you through the steps there. On day 4, when we talk about the logo design and color scheme, again, I'll be covering more or less how I chose the logo or designed the logo I chose, and of course the color scheme I went with. And then we'll keep on moving through day 5 through what you see there through day 9. And then what we decide to go from there after that will be probably more or less following up with how things are going and or which direction we want to move into as things are happening. So I hope you enjoyed this. I don't have anything else particularly to mention, so I don't want to keep you on here any longer. Again, I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. I think we'll keep going here at about 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. It'll go Monday through Friday. I probably won't be doing it on Saturday and Sunday. I'm not sure yet. The plan right now was to take advantage of the 25 days between now and the launch day, Monday through Friday. If that changes, I'll let you know. If you, like I say, if you're interested in keeping up with everything that's going on and checking progress, please feel free to jump into the wait list for this at marketingenginesai.com. I'll throw that here in the chat as well, just in case you need it. You want to click on it, or it comes through hopefully to wherever you're tuning in from. So that will give you an opportunity to get on the wait list, check out the survey, etc., and follow along on this journey. All right. I appreciate you guys for showing up today. Again, I'm going to go live each and every day, hopefully going forward at the same time at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So join me and bring your questions, and I'd be happy to help you out with them. Until then, I'll see you next time. Take care.